Hello, middle school. Today I want to show you how to do 6 different oil pastel techniques. Materials that you're going to need: some type of a drawing utensil. You can use either a pen or a pencil, doesn't matter. You're going to need 4 oil pastels. You will need a black, a light color, a white, and a darker color. So only 2 colors plus white and black. Make sure that your colors are contrasting enough from light and dark. Also, you're gonna grab a paper towel or even a Kleenex. And the reason why I'm gonna use this is I'm gonna wipe off any existing color that might have picked up from other oil pastels and just clean that off. So if your oil pastels are looking a little icky, you can really clean them up and get them looking new again. Just wipe them off with a paper towel or a Kleenex. Okay, you'll also need a piece of paper. Yeah, so we're gonna get set up doing these 6 different techniques. I will show you how to set up your paper first. Okay, so what I would like you to do with your pen or pencil is just make a rectangle on the inside of your paper. Okay, then I would like you to divide this in half with a line down the middle. Turn your paper so it is now horizontal, and you're going to divide this into thirds. So about 1/3 of the way across, you're going to make a line, and then another third down, make another line. No ruler needed for this. You just don't need to do that. Now inside of each of these areas, I'm going to make a skinny rectangle. Okay, so now I have 6 rectangles set up to go. We're going to be doing 6 different techniques, so I'm going to have you label these. Your first one, I would like you to write the word heavy. This is going to be for heavy pressure. The next one, number 2, will be light. Number 3 is going to be heavy pressure. And this is going to be a blend from dark, an arrow, to light. Okay. The next one, your number 4, is going to be light pressure. And this is a blend as well. And this one, we're going to go from dark to light again, but with a light pressure. Okay, so that's 4 of them. The next 2 on the bottom is going to be heavy pressure. This is going to be a blend from dark color to white. The last one is going to be heavy pressure. Another blend. This one we're going to start with black, and we're going to blend it with color, and you can choose either a light color or a dark color. Okay, so these are the 6 techniques that we are going to be doing. Okay, let's get our oil pastels ready. For the heavy pressure, it's pretty straightforward. This is exactly what it is, and there's no little tricks to this. When you're working with this type of pressure, you're just really pushing down hard and laying down a lot of color. I prefer to work with this technique just because I like my colors to be really, really vibrant. Okay, this one's really simple. All right, heavy pressure. Okay, the next one is going to be light pressure, and I'm going to use this purple again. Now this one I'm just using a real light pressure, not really forcing the oil pastel very much. And I'm just filling this in. You can still see a lot of white behind here. I would use light pressure if I was blending another color over top of this. So I could layer another color on top of this with light pressure. That would be a really good way to start. Okay, next one, we're going to do heavy pressure, my dark color into my light color. We're going to do a grade 8. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to start out on my my left side, and I'm going to work with a heavy pressure. As I go across the rectangle, I'm going to lighten up my pressure, lighter and lighter and lighter, until I get across the rectangle and it's really, really light on the right side. Now I'm going to switch over to my lighter oil pastel, and I'm going to start on the right side with heavy pressure, and I'm going to work across. As I come closer to the left side, my pressure now is going to get lighter and lighter. And you can work in like a circular motion as well. This is a really good technique to use to blend colors together. I think I will come back in with my purple a little bit and adjust this over here. Now guys, I did this on purpose. I picked two complementary colors, purple and yellow. You notice when I get to the center, it makes like a neutral, kind of a warm brown, because these are both kind of warm in tint. So you can see what happens is as it comes across, they neutralize each other. They kind of cancel each other out. You can also at this point, if you would like to, you can kind of blend it more with your finger. If you would like to, you can also use a tissue and you can kind of blend too. I don't really like using this technique as much because it kind of dulls out my color. All right, so that's your blend from dark to light. Okay, now I'm going to clean back up my oil pastel, my yellow, because you can see I picked up a lot of the purple on there, and I don't want that when I do my next technique. Okay, so now you're going to see the same technique, this time with light pressure. So I should be able to see the white of the paper underneath. And then I'm going to come over with the lighter of the two colors, starting at the right side. And again, light pressure. Okay, a two-color blend. Okay, so that's technique number 4. My next one, I am going to do heavy pressure. It's another blend from dark to white. So start out with your gradation. I'm going to clean this guy off. You can see some brown on there. So start out with heavy pressure, just like you did up above. And as you're working across, lighten up your pressure. All right, now I'm going to use my white, and I'm going to work in like a circular motion like this. And I'm going to go over my oil pastel that I just laid down. Notice I'm working in a circular motion that does a really good job of blending these colors together, especially a white. As I go across, you can see what is happening till I get over to the heavy pressure of the color. And the white is kind of canceled out over here. That's probably one of my favorite techniques to use. It just makes a really rich, well-blended, beautiful color. Looks almost like paint. Okay, so that is your heavy pressure blend, dark to white. You could use the lighter of the two colors as well. That white works with any colors. Okay, next one we're gonna do, and the last one, is a heavy pressure blend from black to color. Whenever you're working with black or a really, really dark gray, I would start with black or dark gray first. You lay that down first. Black is very dominant and it will cancel out any color that you put with it if you're not careful. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with heavy pressure. I'm gonna come across here, lighten it up till I get completely across my rectangle. All right, now I am going to take, I'm gonna show you what happens, well, I'll do purple first, then I'll show you what happens with yellow and black. All right, so now I'm gonna start with heavy pressure with my color on the right side. And again, I can work in that circular motion to really blend together. This would be a really good technique to use if I want my objects to look three-dimensional and I want to add a shadow to it. And you can see as I get into the really dark black, the black pretty much cancels out my purple. Okay, and then I have a blend from black into color. And make sure you wipe off that oil pastel after you use the black. Okay, I want to show you really quick down below what happens when you use black into yellow. This is just a really good example. Okay, I've got my yellow ready to go. You can see, like when you're trying to blend a light color, like a yellow or an orange or a light pink into black, it's kind of hard to pick up that color. And sometimes, especially with yellow, you will notice that it kind of turns almost to like a greenish color. Again, you could still, use it and everything. It's just the yellow really reacts differently with the black. All right, so these are the 6 oil pastel techniques that I would like you to work on. Thanks, guys.